Coming up, 3,000 years ago, a woman ruled in Egypt. That's right, there was a woman pharaoh. We're at the National Geographic Museum with more right after this. Welcome back to Great Day, Washington. This morning, we are coming to you live from the National Geographic Museum. We've got the museum manager joining us this morning, Lindsay Marcus. So, okay, Queens of Egypt. What makes this exhibit so special?
There are so many things that make this exhibit special. So we focus in the first half of the exhibit about 7 queens from the 18th and 19th dynasties of the New Kingdom, and then we go beyond that. We talk about what their lives were like, what the role of women in Egyptian society was like, and then we talk about something that was very important to Egyptians, which was the afterlife. Yes. So we come into here and we talk about the mummification process and what was found in their tombs and what they were given to prepare for the afterlife.
So as soon as we walked in here, the first thing I think of, and I'm probably a lot of people at home too, is the movie The Mummy, right? So we know, based on what we learned from The Mummy, that these right here, leave them where you found them. Do not take them, right? But what do they put in these jars here?
So they would actually put their organs in here as they were preparing the body for mummification.
Whoa.
Yeah, and so it's interesting that you bring up The Mummy because it talks a lot about going into these tombs, and we've actually never found a tomb fully intact because of so much grave robbing.
Okay.
But we do have a 3D tour of Nefertari's tomb in the other gallery, and that's one of the most well-preserved tombs that we've ever found. And then we also have sarcophagi from different tombs that we've found. So these are the beautifully painted wood coffins that the mummies would have been preserved in.
This is so neat. And guys at home, I mean, you're really seeing a fraction of what there is to see here regarding the Queens of Egypt, because this is such a tremendous exhibit. And to something for National Geographic, I mean, you guys have been doing studies and research and digs over there for decades.
Yes. Yeah, so we've been in Egypt for as long as the magazine has been published. Some of our most recent grantees have been working there on studying some of the perfumes that may have been used. So that's Nora Shaki and Jay Silverstein are there now.
What?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay. Also, there was a female pharaoh.
Yes.
Who was this chick?
So her name is Hatshepsut. Sort of a tongue twister there for you,
yeah.
But she's one of our lesser known queens, but she actually ruled as a pharaoh for 22 years.
That's incredible. And the way we use the term queen is a little bit different than what they used it in Egypt, right? So the queen
was the queen was the wife of the pharaoh. There were sometimes several queens at one time, but the pharaoh was the ruler. So Hatshepsut was actually a pharaoh.
That is neat. Okay, do we have anything of hers here to check out? It might be on the other side.
It's on the other side,
okay,
yes, but
so
we do have some things.
It is here, right? It's so neat. And of course, there's Cleopatra. Who's the other really well-known queen from Egypt?
I think a lot of people will probably think of Nefertiti. That's a really well-known one. We also have Tai, who's a lesser-known queen. We have Nefertari, of course. We have Asetnofret as well.
So fun. Okay, guys, seriously, this is a tremendous exhibit. We're going to show you a little bit more, some of the interactive components right after this. Don't go away. Hey, that's right. You know, we are having a blast here this morning. What's so great about this exhibit, Queens of Egypt, is how interactive it is. That was the word I was looking for earlier, interactive. A lot of cool stuff to do. Perfume. Okay, so I guess I never thought of it, but they had perfume 3,000 years ago.
They did. So we had talked about some of the work that National Geographic has done in Egypt. And so 2 of our grantees, Nora Shaki and Jay Silverstein, are actually decoding the scent that they think Cleopatra wore. And so it's a perfume called Medesian. Very different from the perfume that we wear today, but certainly something that was worn in Cleopatra's day.
Let me take a whiff of it. Don't expect Chanel. Okay. Earthy. Really earthy. Okay, so we're going to run out of time if we don't hit the gas pedal, but there is so much to see here. And the cool thing is, I want to make sure the viewers at home get that this is about the women of Egypt. This is like the queens and the pharaohs.
It is, absolutely. And one of the things that was always really important to women throughout their time was the children of Egypt as well. So we've got some really great interactives in here to really bring in children that come to visit. So you can write your name in hieroglyphics. We've got a really awesome guide here to explain it for you. Because obviously most of us don't read hieroglyphics.
No, I skipped that class in college, but right here, A-N-D-I, Andy, right there. So super fun. Also, you guys have a game.
Yes.
Now this game goes
Senet.
back to what? Senet.
Yeah, so it's 5,000 years old. It's an ancient, sort of a board game, so a cross between checkers and chutes and ladders. Rules are right here so that you don't have to brush up on your setup before you come in.
Thank goodness. I don't even know where Well, I mean, everything's available on Amazon. So
I'm sure,
guessing
yeah.
we could probably find the board game. But what are the hours to when you guys are going to be open?
So we are open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tickets are available at natgeomuseum.org, and we will be open through Labor Day, which is September 2nd.
Awesome. Lindsay, thank you so much. Guys, you just saw a fraction of what's here. And